Have you ever told your child, chill, calm down, it's not that big of a deal? But to them, it is a big deal. Today we're talking about the second skill in the ruler method, understanding emotions. Understanding emotions means learning what causes emotions and how those emotions influence our behavior. Every emotion has a trigger. So for example, your child loses a game and starts crying. The surface emotion might look like anger, but underneath they could feel embarrassment, disappointment, fear of letting other people down. When parents ask curious questions, kids begin to understand their emotions. Here are 3 ways that we can help our kids learn the skill of understanding emotions. The first way is to connect feelings to events. So help children understand that emotions usually have a cause. So you might say something like, it looks like you're disappointed because the game ended before you were ready. This helps children begin linking what happened to how they feel, which builds emotional awareness. The second way is to ask curious questions. Instead of assuming what a child feels, ask a question that helps them reflect on their feelings. What happened that made you feel that way? What were you hoping was going to happen instead? What part of that felt the hardest? These questions help children understand why their emotions showed up. The third way is to reflect emotion back. When we reflect what we see, children begin to understand their internal experience. It seems like you're feeling frustrated because this chore is really difficult. This helps children learn that emotions are connected to situations, thoughts, and expectations. We also, as parents, need to understand our emotional triggers. So an emotional trigger may be I walk in the house and the kitchen's a mess. And so I'm going to maybe initially feel angry, but the deeper emotion might be feeling overwhelmed, feeling disrespected, feeling out of control. Understanding emotions helps us to respond with intention. Okay? So I might say something like, when something doesn't go the way we expect, we might feel disappointed. This teaches children that emotions make sense. The other thing that we can do as parents is to really talk out loud about what we're noticing. So I might say, I feel upset that I walked into the kitchen and this chore is not complete. I need to take a breath. So we're modeling to them this whole process. Maybe I am nervous to make a phone call, and so I just say out loud, oh, I have to call the dentist, and that makes me feel nervous. I can do it anyways. So we're really just going to be modeling this skill. So as our children begin to identify and understand their emotions, they're next going to be able to really learn more about how they can regulate their emotions.